Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen of the Regiment. Today, I have a bit of a different video for you guys. See, normally, it is Monday by the time this video comes out, and you're supposed to get a new Japanese Conquest video. However, the game has updated quite significantly, and well, I honestly cannot in good conscience continue with the Conquest campaign. Too much have changed. For example, if you guys remember in the Finnish kind of campaign series that we did, the running gag was the Hand of Stalin. Basically, the Soviet Air Force would always come and bomb one of our points. And they seemed to do it with impunity, like our guns were not working. Now, at the time, I was using the Mace mod AA guns for the Finnish nation. I almost said the Finnish race, but that's that's not quite correct. For the Finnish nation. And when I saw the AA guns not shooting down the plane, I naturally assumed that there was a problem with the mod. And I said so in the videos, and I switched over to the German AA guns that the Finnish were allowed to have in campaign, and started using those. However, it turns out that is actually a bug on Ostfront's side of things, not on Mace. And apparently I just never ran into that bug enough to actually put two and two together. So very unfortunately, we ran into it a lot of times during Finland campaign, and almost nowhere else. Or if we did run into the bug, it was corrected by another AA gun that kind of masked that bug happening. So we can't have that. And also, the new update all fundamentally changed how Conquest works now. Now, when we go into a map in Conquest, and, do the business of, winning, afterwards, the game actually takes a snapshot of the map, and the next time you play that map, any damage or things that you built remain on the map. It's a persistent battlefield now, and that is absolutely fantastic. They also added like another feature as if when you complete the campaign, instead of going on like basically a endless mode, you can pick if you want another short, medium, long, or very long campaign. They're cooking something behind the scenes, and I'm kind of really interested in it. I don't know what exactly, but they're doing something special, and I can only guess, but I'm really looking forward to it. So there's that. There's also, of course, the fact that we play with the Mace mod. Now, the Mace mod does update for the current version. And as you might notice, I am a few versions behind. And taking a look at the updated Mace for the new version of the game, they've done a lot of things that I've asked. For example, they changed the IGO and I believe it's the Rogo, now show heat rounds. So you can actually better differentiate the upgrades that the tanks get. Because before, all you saw was upgraded machine guns, and you're like, why am I ever going to get this tank? And now you gotta have a better clue. They've also kind of changed the infantry. I'm pretty sure they changed the infantry tab to have less infantry, or at least they kind of changed it to be a little bit more fair. Before, it seemed like you were just spending so much research points to get something that was mechanically the same squad, just looking different. And again, again, props to the base team. Those squads look fantastic. But like, yeah, mechanically, they kind of like, okay, we're just getting more of the same. So now they kind of like shifted a few things around. It makes it a little more easier, and I kind of like what the changes that they did. Unless I'm going completely insane that they didn't actually change anything, but I'm pretty sure they did. It looks different. Okay, I'm just going on a limb and says it looks different. And of course, when we come up against bugs or things in the campaign, we have one of the devs of that mod team watching these videos and taking notes on what we do. And if there's any bugs or any things that were like incorrect, they update and fix those. So, like I don't think it's really fair to show off a mod that's several updates behind, and if we run into a bug that's already fixed, then what's really the point? So, this update for Ostfront kind of caught me off guard. Normally the updates don't really affect the campaign. This one does affect the campaign, the dynamic campaign, very heavily. So originally I was just going to try to push through, but now I don't think it's fair for you, the viewers, or the mod team that I'm kind of, showcasing, that I continue with this. So that means I'm going to have to start a new campaign. However, you guys have already seen basically the beginning of the Japanese. So what I am going to do is, on my off time, any chance I get, is start playing the Japanese for a few hours and kind of get to roughly the same area or the same kind of like progression as we were before. Because again, actually, I don't know. Now I'm kind of double guessing myself here. So, how about you tell me down in the comments below? Actually, no. I'm not even going to do that. Yeah, no, actually, no. I'm going to pull ahead. I was going to say, like, why don't you tell me if you want to see the Japanese again? But at the same time, nah. I'm just kind of like I'm now double guessing myself again. This is very off the cuff, like me talking. Normally I am off the cuff, but I'm even more a bit off the cuff and scatterbrained as I usually am. So I'm going to play for a few hours, get roughly where we are at. We were up against the Lees, or the Americans will start rolling out the Lees. So once I see a Lee on the campaign, I'm going to stop there and then continue on with the campaign. I guess for like a lore-wise, this is just another axis of advance the Japanese are taking to invade, Europe slash the Far East slash the Eastern Front type of thing. Once again, thank you very much to Barbed Wire Studios for making this a wonderful game, and still keep on just hammering at the game. Their updates have been fantastic. And thank you very much to all the devs of the Mace mod team. Thank you for making one of the best mods on the market. One of the best mods for the best RTS on the market. Because nothing comes close to Ostfront. Nothing even comes close to Ostfront, man. When it comes to RTSs, nothing touches it. Not even, like, again, don't get me wrong, I love Dawn of War, but Dawn of War didn't even touch Ostfront. It's just, yeah. Anyways, I hope you have a good time. In the background, of course, I was playing as some of the early Japanese, just trying to get stuff started, but I will hopefully see you soon. Hopefully I can catch up to Friday's video and, get a new kind of video up for you guys. So, once again, thank you all very much. You guys are absolutely wonderful, and, yeah. Regiment, I hope you have a good night, or good morning, or good afternoon, whenever you're seeing this video. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye for now.